Shalom. Kal Halal Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rakak Radash. Shalom and salutations and double honors to the elder apostles, the bishops, the elders, the prophets and the teachers of Great Millstone, where I continue to learn this 100% truth. Shalom to the speckled bird, the confused face, the Akim and Aqua, who also subscribe to learn this 100% truth. The Akim on the highways and byways, making yourself a living sacrifice to do this work. And last but not least, the elect. My name is Yah Halal, and I am back again with another video. This is an in transit video, and I guess it kind of got to me a little bit about I'm going to title this there were other prophets and books in the scriptures, and a lot of people won't know because they don't study, they don't read, nor do they really listen. Everything's doing what they want to do and how they want to do it. And the scriptures never lie. Yahweh is not a man that he should lie. Yahweh Shai is the same yesterday, today, and forever. Roughly paraphrasing certain scriptures. But I just wanted to kind of get a couple of precepts and some scriptures that from what the Lord left us. This is why we have 100% truth, because we know that there's more information that was kept from us, and the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai there was no need for us to have that information, because he gave us what we needed to use to preach and teach and to speak his name and bring understanding in Esau's world. So I'm just gonna, like I said, touch a couple of them, and I'm on my way to the campsite, but I don't know if it's gonna rain again. It was raining, so I try to stall it out, see if I could have access to where I go and do camp at. But if not, then it's okay. I'm gonna continue to do what I do. But the first scripture I have is Numbers 21:14. And understand, I'm roughly paraphrasing these scriptures. I'm not reading it verbatim. On your own time, you can go to these scriptures and study and read for your own edification, and do it like that. You know what I mean? You should believe on your own and develop your own faith with hope. You know what I mean? In these scriptures and in this truth. So Numbers 21:14 talks about, wherefore it is said in the books of wars of Yahweh what he did in the Red Sea, in the book of Aaron. So that's telling you that there were other books that was not put into this King James Version book, or that the Lord just didn't allow to reach the main books that he wanted. And the Lord does what he wants to do. The scriptures that we do have are great edification, and enough edification for you to understand and learn, to know that the scriptures are about Yahweh Shai and about the Israelites and freeing the Israelites. So yeah, it looks like it's gonna rain, so I'll probably just do an indoor camp. I don't really want to take the chance, with the rain, the way it's been raining lately. You start off small, the next thing you know, it's like somebody threw a puddle of water all over you. So most likely, man, I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna go inside and do an inside camp. So a precept for Numbers 21:14 is Exodus 15:4. You know what I mean? Check that out. Another one I have is 2 Chronicles 12:15, and it reads, the acts of Rehoboam, first and last, were written in the book of Shemaiah, and also about genealogy. So that you can find out more about that scripture with precepts that I have, which is 1 Kings 14 and 31 or 1 Chronicles 9 and 29. Those are good scriptures to go into. Another one is 1 Chronicles 29 and 29, and it talks about, it says, the acts of David, the king, were written in the book of Samuel, Nathan, and Gad. So we never knew that there were books on Gad. Never, because the elders and prophets and the teachers of GMS teaches us to not to go into the book of Gad, because there's no certain information after a certain time, I think in Genesis, that carries on about Gad. You know what I mean? So, you know, when we in a new heaven, we'll find out more about what that situation was Gad. But we don't teach that, and you know, we don't cover that. I didn't necessarily have a precept for that, but you know, when the time is right, you get a chance, you can you know, read it. Maybe you can get some more information that I didn't catch or pick up. That'd be great. You can send it into the comment board. That'd even be even better. I would appreciate it. Let's see. Talked about 1 Chronicles, 2 Chronicles, Samuel, 2 Samuel actually. 2 Samuel chapter 1 verse 17 to 18. Paraphrasing, talks about David laminated over the soul of Jonathan and Saul, and told to teach the children of the use of the bow, and this is written in the book of Jasher. Now we know in certain books, like the Apocrypha, there's certain types of books in the Apocrypha where they have the book of Jasher. It's another one. What is it? The book of Enoch. But we know that again, you don't teach those because they go off on the scriptures, and they don't combine with the scriptures that we have, like the Old Testament, the Apocrypha, and the New Testament. That was man-made, actually. So, you know, we don't deal with those. Ain't no we might or we necessarily don't. We don't deal with those books because we know those books go off. You know, anything starting from First Esdras all the way down to Second Maccabees, those books go with. I may do a lesson on how those books are binded together, because was it the Bible Defenders? So lucky if I'm saying the wrong name, but we had some well, not we, but I think in the 1500s, the mid or early 1500s, like the 1520s, there was a Bible group who decided to take the Apocrypha out of the scriptures. What happens is you confound it because you don't have any information on the Greek captivity and understanding Hellenization and how that took place, because you know that we were spread all around the world and we took on heathen customs. So, you know, so when the scriptures talk about in the New Testament, there's no difference from the Jew or the Greek. That's because inwardly the Jew is the Greek that follows Greek customs and speak Greek. You know what I mean? And when I say customs, they celebrated some of their days. you ate defiled food, these types of things. And as generation went on to generation, they slowly forgot of who they are and where they come from. So, you know, that put a big gap into understanding truly the scriptures the way they're supposed to be understood. But, you know, the Wadi Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, that our elders and apostles was able to, you know, get this information from the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai to teach and preach to us. Therefore, we can have better understanding and understanding the whole captivity. And a lot of that starts with Daniel, with the statue, because all of those books cover that situation. Jude 18:6, Psalms 20:4-5, and Genesis 33:15 are good precepts for 1 Samuel 1:17-18. I got one more. John chapter 21, verse 22-25, and it, roughly paraphrasing, disciples testified of things and wrote. The testimony is true. These things Yahushua did. If were written, the world could not attain the books. So I'm just paraphrasing, but you can read it on your own. But basically, Yahushua did more than what more miracles and other things than what the scriptures have laid out for us. But it would not be able to hold. The scriptures would not be, you know, the books would not be able to hold as much as he has done. So, you know, you definitely got to check, and, you know, you got to pray to the Lord to give you understanding. You know what I mean? And the Lord, whoever he wants, somehow, some way, through his workings, he's going to bring you to the exact truth and to the people that he set up, the men that he set up to teach the truth. Unfortunately, you have a lot of men who are being raised up to learn false doctrine, and they, some of them are proud and puffed up, and they just go about things the wrong way. And the Lord is showing us that you know, he deals with certain people and not everybody, and they ultimately are Israelites, and they are the elect Israelites that he's dealing with most of the time. So good precepts that you can check out is Amos 7:10, 1 Chronicles 7:17, you know. So just, you know what I mean, just wanted to kind of speak a little bit about, you know, there's other books in there that, you know, that you not going to hear about or read about. And then you got books in there too that are false books, because Esau is trying to trick and confuse everybody, leave them confounded. But, you know, get that edification that you need, you know what I'm saying? And with that, there's a for those who listen, there's a show, if you're interested, and it talks about Vespasian, the Flavian dynasty. It's a movie, it's a series called Those That Die on Peacock. I thought it was pretty good. I checked out, this about 10 episodes. I thought it was pretty good. And it gives you the life after Nero, and the beginning of well, in the middle of the Flavian dynasty, because Vespasian is he's an older man at the time. He's an older emperor ruler at the time, and it talks about, it's like 79 AD basically, and it talks about well, it captures the time of Titus, who had just some amount of years ago, like 9 years ago, defeated us Israelites and made us scatter around, and they captured Jerusalem, and his brother Domitian as well. Because when you study, because in order to know the mystery, you got to know the history. You know what I mean? And that's geographically and everything else that comes along with it. You know what I mean? You got to study a lot of different things in order to have an understanding. You know, when you study the history of the Flavian dynasty, it talks about Vespasian leaving the rulership into Titus, and then Titus being killed or set up by his brother Domitian. You know what I mean? So that's kind of what it covers. You know what I mean? And I just thought it was a good series. So, for those who be interested, check it out. So with that, I'm going to say, Kahalo Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shah Bahashim Rakak Radash, Shalom and salutations again. Double honor to the great millstone. Shalom to the speckled bird, the confused face, the Akim and Aquaf, who also subscribe and study for the men of great millstone, the Akim on the highways and byways, the last but not least, the elect. My name is Yahallah. Barak Tazayu Edify real quick. And with that, I'm going to say, Shalom.